itself, and from the outside, Dr. S.K. Chaudhary sir, he is the Deputy Director General, Natural Resource Management, Indian Council of Agricultural Research. He will also be joining the valedictory session. Then Dr. A.M. Paturkar sir, he will also be a guest of honor for this valedictory session. And Dr. Timothy from Nigeria, to whom actually we all have listened yesterday. So Dr. Paturkar sir has joined, and warmly welcome sir at Dr. PDKV Akola. And we were eagerly waiting for actually to join this program, and we are eagerly waiting for to listen to you also. Sir, for your information, this program was started on 14th of December, this last Monday, and from 15 countries, the participants have joined this particular program, and from India itself, 22 states are representing in training program. Around 2,900 participants are registered, and we have actually grouped them in Zoom platform as well as on YouTube. So this is the last lecture in the series of this training program, sir. Earlier to you, the speakers from Canada, then speakers from USA, Italy, Nigeria, then Switzerland, and many more from our India also. And we have selected the participants from corporate as well as marketing sector, educational institutes. So accordingly, we tried to cover each and every component of organic agriculture. And considering the significance of dairy industry in organic farming, we have actually invited Dr. Paturkar sir. So without wasting time, because we have already 7 minutes late, so this actually particular session will be coordinated by my colleague Dr. Rajeshwar Sherke, and Dr. Sanju Nage will be the rapporteur for the same. So I request Dr. Sherke sir to proceed further and with the introduction of Dr. Paturkar sir, please.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Konde sir. Good morning to all respected dignitaries. Myself, Dr. Rajesh Sirke, Assistant Professor of Animal Husbandry and Dairy Science, Dr. Punjab Deshmukh Krishi Vidyapith Akola, feels privileged to extend my warm welcome to all of you for the technical session of 6-day, 1-week international training on organic farming field to fashion, organized virtually by Center of Organic Agriculture Research and Training, Department of Agronomy, Dr. Punjab Deshmukh Krishi Vidyapith Akola. Today, on 6th day of this international training, the topic of this training, organic agriculture inventions for Indian dairy industry, and speaker is Dr. A.M. Paturkar sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Maharashtra Animal Science and Fishery Science University, Nagpur. It gives me great honor to welcome Dr. Ashish Paturkar sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Maharashtra Animal Science and Fishery Science University, Nagpur. I also heartily welcome to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. V.M. Bale sir. I feel great pleasure to welcome all the dean and directors and all participants who joined to this meeting, as well as Dr. Paslavar sir, Dr. Konde sir, Dr. Singru sir, and all the organizing technical committees for this session. I welcome reporters of this group, Dr. T. Vidwe sir and Dr. Yasmin Age sir. And I also request the reporters to communicate the questions of participant across technical session to the speaker for his reply. And as per directives of the organizer, now I want to introduce in brief about today's speaker, Dr. Paturkar sir. Colonel and Professor Dr. Ashish Paturkar sir, born on 22nd June 1962 in Buldana district of Maharashtra state. He graduated his Bachelor of Veterinary Science and Animal Husbandry in the year 1986, and he did MUEC in 1988 and PhD in 2002 in the discipline of Food Hygiene and Veterinary Public Health. He has more than 30 years experience in teaching, research and extension. He has worked on almost all the senior and higher academic and administrative posts of the university. He has handled more than 10 research projects funded by ICR, World Bank, Government of India, and other private agencies. He has published more than 50 research articles in national and international reputed journals. He has guided 33 postgraduate students and 5 PhD students. He has received more than 16 awards and honors. He has published 11 books and applied for patents also. He has written international compendium and 8 booklets. He has also developed more than 7 technologies for the benefits of farmers and industry. He has organized more than 15 trainings, workshops, and seminars, as well as conferences in the field of veterinary sciences. He is an expert member on the various scientific panel of just like Hassan are also responsible for developing the food safety standards at national level. He is also a member of expert committee of APEDA. He has experience of working with Cornell University USA as well as Indo-US Summit. He has been associated with several professional associations and bodies. He is also a member of expert committee of VCI for inspection of veterinary colleges. He is also working on the various editorial board members like Journal of Animal Research and Veterinary Science USA. He has joined his alma mater university as Vice Chancellor on 22nd January 2018. After joining as a Vice Chancellor of Maharashtra Animal and Fishery Sciences University, he has been also honored by honor rank of Colonel of Commander of NCC in 2019. He has also, under his able leadership, earnest efforts, he has got accreditation from ICR for next 5 years. So, in brief, I have introduced about today's speaker. Now, I request to the respected Vice Chancellor of Maharashtra Animal and Fisheries Sciences University Nagpur and today's speaker, Dr. Ashish Patolkar sir, for further deliberation as per technical schedule of the program. Sir, please.
Yeah, good morning all. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good morning.
Yeah. Congratulations to Punjabrao Deshmukh Krishi Vidyapit Akola for organizing this international training program on organic farming field to fashion. And thank you very much for inviting me and giving me this opportunity to interact with the participants. I am happy to learn that there are more than 1,000 participants who are registered, and you are dividing them on YouTube as well as Zoom platform. The topic which was given to me is organic dairy farming. So I want to just share the slides and then we will discuss. It will not be you can say the lecture. It will be discussion. If anybody has got any doubt, any questions, they can raise the hand and organizer can give them the chance so that we can discuss their queries. Thank you very much. I will now share my slide. Yes. So good morning all the participants who have joined across the globe on this in this organic agriculture intervention in Indian dairy industry. Myself, the organizer has already introduced me as I am working as a Vice Chancellor at Maharashtra Animal and Fishery Sciences University. Before that, 27 years I was in Bombay Veterinary College, Mumbai, and working there in different capacities, right from assistant professor to the associate dean of that college for 7 years. Start the topic. Next camera. Organic dairy farming. There is a lot of difference between Indian dairy industry and dairy industry in other countries. So what are those differences? How we can consider those differences in the Indian concern that we are going to discuss in this lecture. What is organic farming? Whether it is a really organic farming or it's a fashion or it's something else, to show that we are doing organic farming. A system of farm design and management practices for producing milk and other dairy products without use of pesticide, synthetic fertilizer, and antibiotic. This is generalized definition. Another definition given by Codex Alimentarius, that is a holistic production management system. It is a management system total that promotes and enhances agro-ecosystem health, including biodiversity, biological cycles, and soil biological activity. So it covers not only the animal which receives water, the source of that water, animal with the source of the feed of animal, and what are the managemental practices what we have designed on our farm. You are aware that Indian dairy farming system is totally different. Even though we are number one in milk production in the world, the production system which remains different in a way that we have a farmer which is having 2 or 3 cows or 2 or 3 buffaloes, 5 or 10 sheep and goat, so that every farmer is a small dairy person. Like in other countries, one farmer is having 2,000, 3,000 cows which are giving the milk more than 30 liters per cow, or 40 liters or 50 liters, even in some cases 60 liters of milk per day. However, in Indian cows, if you look at the desi varieties, indigenous breeds of the cows, which are prevalent in different states, like in Maharashtra, we have Devni, Dangi, Gavrao, like that. So in other areas like Gir, Sahiwal, Tharparkar, these are the major cow breeds. And Murrah buffalo is the major milk breed which is present everywhere across the country. Now, even if you have few number of animals, still the corporate system are in large number in some areas. Like the farmers formulate the cooperative dairy farming, and all the farmers in that area are collecting the milk at one place and sending it to the dairy where it gets processed. The best example is Anand Dairy, Amul, where it is very large dairy industry in India who is producing more number of processed milk and milk products marketed all over India. Next. So organic farming, it is green leaf manure, crop rotation, biological management, animal husbandry, biofertilizers, manures prepared out of that, vermicompost, use like this means everything combined together. It is what we are going to do in our field, and the fodder produced out of this fed to the animals for organic dairy production. Next. What is the dairy farm nutrient cycle? Generally, cows or buffaloes. In India, more than 50% we have the buffalo population of the world. So major producer along with the cow is also buffalo, and most of the families in India use buffalo milk as their milk source, major milk source, along with the cow, means indigenous cow, as well as crossbred cows. So milk, it is nutritious milk product, go to the dairy industry, process, pack, and sold it to the consumer. Manure, it gets converted into you can say vermicompost. The same is supplied to the crop, nutrients from the manure applied to the crops, pasture is produced, crop and pasture are used as a feed to the cow, again it goes to animal. Animal emits air emission even from the field or the what you can say manual preparation, air emissions are there. So this is the organic cycle. If we don't use anything which is contaminating the field as well as to the crop as well as to the animals, it is a organic production of dairy animals. Next. So what is the history of this organic farming? Origin it is in Asian countries, because in India, because of small animal farming size with the farmers, we were not using any, say you can say manual or inorganic manure or whatever animal is producing waste, that was used as a manure in the field. From 1905 to 1924, documented traditional farming practices in India. Mr. Albert Howard from British. 1939, Eva Balflow from England experimented compared organic and conventional farming in our country. That is, what is the condition of soil, soil analysis, water analysis. In 1940, Rudolf Steiner from Germany studied biodynamic agriculture in India. From 1940 up to 1996, the World Food Summit was held in Rome on safe and nutritious food products in organic farming. Next. In 2002, developed countries are dependent on developing countries like India to the extent of 30 to 55% for their requirement of organic food products, and India should seize the opportunity to tap this market. It is a statement given by APIDA, which is Agricultural Processed Food Export Development Authority, who is marketing the Indian products across the globe. In 2002, FAO decided price premium of organic products about 20 to 30% higher than the normal products. In 2006, IFOAM declared the compound annual growth rate of organic food markets is 20%, largest share by Europe and North America. But why this organic farming is essential? Since last 2-3 decades, if you look at, there are n number of side effects which are observed in human being by consumption of the foods which are not produced organically. Maybe it may be the cancer, it may be the deformity, it may be some mental imbalance, it may be any other illness which is associated with any consumption of animal origin product, including meat, milk, fish, egg, their products and byproducts, which are consumed directly or indirectly through animal origin foods, has a detrimental effect, side effect on the human body. That's why this organic food has got its own importance. Next. So intensive farming, it gives bigger yields, few workers needed, use of hormones to augment productions, best treatment is given to the animals, large number of animals kept in ideal conditions, antibiotics are used to keep the animals healthy, produce is cheaper, and very few pest and insect infestation is observed in the intensive farming. But when you are using these hormones, when we are using these antibiotics, it has got some side effects. That's why this antibiotic resistance has come in place in human. So AMR, antibiotic resistance organisms, which is a major problem in those countries who were using these antibiotics in the rearing system of animals, including poultry. Then organic farming, animals lead happier lives, soil structure is better because of this organic soil, you can say cultivation, less harmful to environment, no harmful chemicals used, and more birds and insects are seen to be present in the field or on the trees. Next. So favorable features for organic dairy production in India. So crop livestock integrated, that is mixed farming system. Even if a farmer in India is having 10 acres of land, 5 acres of land, or even the 2 acres of land, he used to keep, or he is keeping 2 or 3 animals, and whatever agricultural produce, byproduct left with him. Generally, the cropping pattern is such that jawar, bajra, maize, so that whatever residue remains after agricultural production can be utilized throughout the year for his livestock. And second, Indian is availability of many local breeds of cattle and buffaloes suitable for varied agroecological conditions. Being a vast geographical country with varied climate conditions, right from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, and different breeds are there which are adapted to that local conditions. Like in Nashik, we have a Dangi cow. Nashik is the area which is having heavy rainfall as well as it is a hilly area. So the Dangi cow is adapted to that environment. The structure of the hooves of Dangi cow, which is a dual purpose breed, which can use in heavy rainfall areas for cultivation of crops, as well as it can be used on the hilly, it can climb on the hilly track. So these are the breeds. So all the specific breeds are adapted to that specific area under different agroclimatic conditions in India. These are economical producers of on milk. Very less milk is given, 1 or 2 liter, 3 liter, maximum 4 liters. Some breeds may give 8 to 10 liters of milk like ghee, Sahiwal. Hardy and resistant to many tropical diseases. This is the most, you can say, the quality of this local breed. That's why the Brazil has taken many breeds from India 2 decades ago, like Sahiwal, like Gir, like Kankrej, and so on. And they have done a selective breeding there. And now these breeds in Brazil, either pure or in cross with the Brazilian breed, gives 30 to 40 liters of milk in Brazil. These local breeds are tolerant to heat stress, thrives well on the low-grade feed material. Since they are dual purpose, they don't need highly proteinous diet also. So they can thrive on low-grade feed material. Their conversion to organic much easier in view of existence of extensive production system in many regions, like hill region, what I have given the example, northeastern region states, where there is a total hilly states, you can say, dry areas like Rajasthan, Gujarat, central India, less intensive dairy production even in plain regions. Laser uses our farming size apart from the cooperatives, is less. Every farmer is having 3, 4, 5 animals, large animal, 5, 10, 10 small animals, small ruminants. We use very less use of veterinary drug, synthetic hormones, and growth promoters, probiotics in large animals, especially in dairy animals. So our system is almost organic system unless these drugs are given under exceptional case under therapeutic when the animal is really sick, but not for the growth promotion of the animal, not for getting more weight to the animals. Existence of natural disease preventive and control therapies. These are giving under the exceptional cases when it is needed to give, and that too, these cows are segregated and the proper withdrawal period is observed before use of that animal production, like milk. Next. What are the contaminants in animal feed, like used in milk and milk production system? Pesticide residues, which are commonly used in agricultural practices. Antibiotic residues, which are used as a therapeutic agent for large animals. Heavy metals may come either from water, from soil, from pollution, or contaminants from the polluted river or any other factory production, the effluent which comes in contact with either the feed, fodder, water, or directly to the animals by accident. Then this antibiotic residues in milk and milk products. As you, most of the participants aware about this, that even WHO, FAO has announced that they want to make this their animal production system free of antibiotic residues from by 2022. And majority of the, say, big giants of the world who are in this business of animal origin foods also started adopting the practices to make their product free of antibiotic residues by 2022. So how it will be achieved? In India, if you compare small farming system versus in large developed countries, huge animal number of animals production system. When I visited USA, I have seen the farm where there are more than 5,000 animals at one place, which are used as a dairy production system in USA. But there are also different products they are manufacturing. One is normal milk, another is organic production. For organic production, they have separated some animals and they are taking utmost care of this animal for using as an organic milk production animals. Antibiotic use in veterinary practices, mostly route is for mastitis treatment through either teats, injectables, feed contaminated with antibiotics, or purposefully these antibiotics are used in feed. What are the ill effects if it comes in the milk on human body? One is human allergies. Some humans are allergic to sulfonamides, which are commonly used in mastitis treatment. Antibiotic resistance in human being, that is a huge problem all over the world. So we need to, but animal system is not only responsible for antibiotic resistance. Even the human practices, if you are ill, doctor prescribe you antibiotic for 5 days and within 2 days that human is get healthy, then he stops taking that antibiotic. That is also one of the reasons for developing antimicrobial resistance. Then taking very higher antibiotic for a very simple disease like flu, which is not needed. Our human immune system is so strong. Even if you wait for 2 or 3 days, that it goes on, that flu goes off, that sardi and cough and cold goes off very easily. But even in that case, some people take higher antibiotics. That is another reason to develop this antibiotic resistance. Then it will, if antibiotic is present in the milk, inadequate curdling of milk for dahi and yogurt, inadequate ripening of cheese will be there if because of antibiotic present in the milk, and decreased acid and pH production in the milk. Indiscriminate use of unapproved drugs. Most of the countries who are producing or who are rearing the animals for meat, they are using some of the hormones for early development of meat or gaining the weight of that animal at faster rate. They use unapproved drugs like hormones and some antibiotics even in the feed indiscriminately at lower concentration, and then failure to observe the withdrawal period and not maintaining the records properly will be result in all these human illnesses. But in India, we are not facing such major problem as compared to other countries because our animals are low yielders, number one. We never use any hormone or antibiotic treatment at lower level to increase the milk production or to increase the weight. So that's why in India the problem is less. Next. The antibiotic residues in milk and milk products, beta-lactam, tetracycline, amino acid, erythromycin, and sulfur group. This is the network project 2007 to 2009. This is below. This is even these figures are there, but as per the FAO or as per the WHO Codex standards, these are all below maximum residue levels permitted by FAO or Codex. So whatever the standards are given, international standards, these are the figures. Yes, they are present below the MRL, not above the MRL. Next. Then the heavy metal residues in milk and milk products. Common are lead, cadmium, arsenic, mercury, zinc, and the toxicity which are causing the toxicity at low concentrations. What are the sources of these heavy metals? Even the FSSAI, which is the Food Safety and Standard Authority of India, is now come up with the standards for antibiotic residues in milk, in meat, pesticide residues in meat and milk, and even the heavy metal residues in meat and milk. So all these standards are prescribed by National Certifying Agency, who is also monitoring the production as well as safety of the product till it reaches to the consumer. So what are the sources of these heavy metals? One is cattle grazing on contaminated high levels fields. So when the cattle grazing fields are polluted with the industrial effluent and the crop is grown on that field, then only the such toxicity can happen. Then the industrial pollution, discharge of effluent into the water bodies, where animals are using that water water, discharge from vehicle using leaded fuel, carry over from the forages to milk are, if one part is there in forage, it is more in milk. Presence has been detected in the metropolitan cities near highways, sewage drains, where there is a heavy motor vehicle traffic and the farm is situated adjacent to the highway. Then such toxicity is seen in few cases at various farms. Next. Then next most important is mycotoxins in milk and milk products. Being a tropical country in India, we have a very high, means the temperature which is very high as compared to any other countries in the world. For example, we have, being a tropical country, our normal temperature is 28 to 32 degrees centigrade. And at this temperature, even if we store any grain, even if we store any crop residue, there is chance of growth of this aflatoxin in that because of humid and tropical conditions. Why? What does it does in human? It is a hepatocarcinogenic and mutagenic, produced mainly by Aspergillus flavus and Aspergillus parasiticus. These are the two serotypes of, you can say, who is responsible for aflatoxins in feed. Major aflatoxins are B1, B2, G1, G2. And sources are animal feedstuffs stored improperly at damp places, what I have described being a tropical, and if the climate is damp or during the rainy season, huge humidity is increased. In that case, this is that aflatoxin is developed in the feed. Presence reported from different parts of the country. So what we are using to control this, we store the feed at dry place and we don't allow the dampness in the feed storage. This is the major precautions what you can take for avoiding these mycotoxins in the feed, then indirectly in the milk and milk products. Next. Organic certification standards in India. For agricultural, yes, it is there. For dairy also, in India, it is there. Is there any company who is producing organic milk in India, in dairy system? Yes, there are people, there are cooperatives for marketing. From Pune, there are companies who is marketing and selling this organic milk at the rate of normal milk in India is sold at 30 to 40 rupees a liter. Maximum buffalo milk is 50 rupees a liter. But this organic certified milk is sold at rupees 150 to 200 rupees a liter. Means there are people who can produce under our system. Means if there is a will, you can produce any quality product in the country, in our own country. And if there is a demand, if there is a purchasing power of the people, then definitely there are companies who is producing these organic milk products in India. Organic certification is not a product certification. It is not a milk which is organic, but it is a process certification. Process means the source of animal, the kind of animal, water source and water quality certification, feed resource and feed quality certification, then the milk production, health certification of the personnel working in that area. then the quality of milk which is produced, processing of the milk without using any what you call artificial agent. So all this process, it is the certification of that process. Yes, this is organic milk produced under following various steps and following various documentation process, right from standards of checks at different places, critical control point controls of different processing steps, so that whenever anybody want to verify as an auditor from where this has come and traceability back up to his production system, that is the process of certification in this organic production system. Next. National standards of organic animal husbandry, physiological and geological needs, and organic animal holdings means rearing the animals without use of any drugs, selection of local breeds, AI, ETT, genetic engineering, hormonal treatment is not allowed, means natural service is only allowed in organic production system. Conversion period is at least for 12 months. If you rear this system and maintain the records for the 12 months minimum, after that you can apply for the organic production system in dairy production system. No mutilations, castrations, tail docking of lamb, dehorning, ringing. These are done by so many people either to reduce the pain to the animals or reduce to encourage the growth rate. This has done. 100% organic farming feeding, that is more than 50% from the farm unit itself, that to be utilized for rearing of the animal, and first percent from conventional farm, that is ruminant 15% of dry matter, non-ruminant 20% of the dry matter. This is the practice generally which is needed for certification of organic dairy farming system. Next. Naturopathy, that is homeopathic, Ayurvedic, Unani medicine, acupuncture can be used for production system in animals. Medication and vaccination under special consideration when it is really required, like foot and mouth disease. When the vaccination, the India want to eradicate foot and mouth disease. In that case, the vaccination is given. Transportation of care and transportation and care during the transportation of the animals should not exceed 8 hours in a day. Gentle handling of the animal and humane slaughter. These are the requirements for organic certification. What is the organic certification standard in the world? These certifying bodies monitor the standards for organic production. 5 main standards that are important have worldwide acceptance are EU regulations, Organic Food Products Act, OFPA of USA, draft guidelines of Codex WHO FAO. These are the guidelines. UK Register of Organic Food Standards, UKROFS, and International Federation of Organic Agricultural Movement, IFOAM, basic standards. These are the certifying bodies who can certify your production system, whether it is organic or not. Next. Constraints in development of organic dairy farming production, lack of awareness and ignorance about the importance of this organic dairy farming. See, unless we have that awareness among the farmers, among the consumers, then only we can go with organic dairy farming system. In India, before last 2 decades, we used to have this organic farming. After that, all these chemicals, fertilizers, pesticides came in large way, and then we have spoiled our system. Otherwise, our system was totally organic system, whether it is agriculture or whether it is a dairy. Lack of knowledge about the organic dairy practices and landless organic dairy farming is not permitted. Without when I have only animals and no land with me, so whatever feed, whatever water I am receiving, I don't know what is the quality. Even if I change the quality, you cannot spend lakhs of rupees on the analysis of feed and fodder. So you have to have a basic production system at the place. Next. High cost of organic certification in case of individual farmers. Since in India, very large, small size farming system is there, it is impossible for them to have a organic certification. Huh. You can have a cluster certification. You can have a village level certification so that this village is producing organic agriculture and milk that can be certified. Lack of maintenance of production records, that is a major drawback in India. We don't have any production record because of small size. Again, no farmer is maintaining that record and nobody verifies that whether he maintains the records or not. Non-availability of modern demonstration organic dairy farms. Now it is coming up, and after say 5-10 years, you will find such big farms in India also. Non-availability of organic feed, which is also a major constraint in going with the organic dairy farming. But now, organic farming, agriculture farming is also starting in India. Number of people are going with organic certification. Majority of the Goshalas are also going that they are producing organic milk or organic dairy products. So now the awareness is coming up. People are now coming up with the good agricultural practices gap, good dairy practices, so that they can go with slowly again to organic milk production. Next. Then also there is lack of assured market of organic milk. We don't know whether if we produce the milk, which is at higher cost, whether there is some takers are there or not. But we have to develop the market by creating the awareness among the consumers. Non-availability of any procurement agency in the field. Who is the procurement agency? No assurance about the market value of organically produced milk. If I produce the organic milk, one person is selling at 150 rupees a liter. Whether somebody will purchase from me also, I don't know. So unless there is the awareness amongst the consumer, yes. Non-existent cold chain from producer to consumer. For cooperatives, it is present. For the small farmers, it is not present. So we need to develop this. So from organic milk, non-existence of any organic milk processing industry. There are few like big cooperatives, Amul, but they are not marketing it as organic. There are agricultural products which are marketing it as a organic wheat, organic cereals, pulses. Lack of market intelligence. How to market this? Now few companies has come out with the organic milk products in the market. They have come up. Non-existent supply chain from the producer to consumer. Poor public awareness about the consumption of organic milk and milk products. See, by drinking organic milk or by eating organic agricultural produce, you don't find any result within a day or two or a month or a year. It is a long process. It is a bioaccumulation of the hazardous material inside the body. If you use a pesticide, milk containing the pesticide, in 1 or 2 days, you will not get any symptoms in the consumer. But it is a bioaccumulation. which will show result after 5 years or 10 years. So this awareness has to come in the consumer. Next. So to conclude my topic, organic principles may contribute to the valuable framework for future sustainable agricultural production. Organic milk production has an immense potential and likely to be more profitable in years to come, definitely. Not only organic milk, but organic poultry production system, that is egg, organic dairy production system like paneer, cheese, organic meat production system like meat products like burgers, hams, all other products. The government initiatives are required to be developed entrepreneurship in organic dairy production, processing and certification and marketing system. So thank you very much for giving me this opportunity with go organic. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Now, house is open for discussion or if any questions from the participants. So, sir, number of responses are here from the participants for very nice presentation and information given by you, delivered by you. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Now, whatever the questions will be here in the chat box, yes, we will communicate to you.
Yes.
So we will read one or two, and you can, sir, accordingly answer the questions. So here is Vijay Dhaske. What are the health implications fermented feed for dairy animals?
There are, yes, fermented feed. Fermented feed is purposefully fermented or the fermented by accident.
Sir, it is not clear in the question.
He is there online or no?
Yeah, Mr. Are you there, Mr.? What's his good name?
Vijay Raske.
Vijay Raske.
Yeah.
Please raise your hand.
Please raise your hand, Mr. Vijay, if you are there online.
If it, so let's go. If
Yeah.
it is accidentally, if it is fermented purposefully,
Sir, he's
no issue. Yeah.
Please, Vijay, please unmute your mic. And please ask your question.
Mr. Vijay.
Yeah. Hello.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am audible, sir.
Yeah, please.
Sir, sir, my question is what are the health implications fermented feed for dairy animals, sir?
Yes,
Sir.
definitely. If the how fermentation occurs in the feed, it may be because of microbial or fungal, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
If
right.
there is a growth of any microbe and fungus in the feed, then they produce so many other hazardous material along with their growth.
Okay, sir.
Gases, maybe some unwanted byproducts while growing this microbes or fungus. And if you eat, आपण सुद्धा पहा, आपण घरात ब्रेड एका बाजूला ठेवली सपोज रूम मध्ये, दुसऱ्या दिवशी त्याच्यावर ग्रीन किंवा ब्लॅक कलरचे स्पॉट येतात. We don't eat that bread because there are health implications on our human body. So in the same way, if the animal feed is fermented by fungus or by microbial growth, then there are production of unwanted material in that feed, which also destroys the nutritional quality of that feed. So even if you give that feed to the animals accidentally or purposefully, definitely there is a ill effect on the body of animal.
Okay, sir. I'm clear, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
But if we ferment by a bacteria which are helpful to the body, that's why I asked you what is your intention to ask this question. Actually, if we ferment like dahi, आपण दही खातो, ferment करून खातो, but those are the beneficial bacteria, lactobacillus, and even if we eat that, we don't have any ill effect.
Okay, sir.
Next.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, Next question is there. Is there any impact of A1 and A2 milk in the Indian dairy scenario?
See, frankly speaking, as far as my knowledge goes, this is my personal say. There is no A1 and A2. These are all marketing gimmicks. Number one,
Yes.
it is a company formed in New Zealand New Zealand to for market the milk under A2 brand, A2 marketing. So because of that, now that company has been closed down. There is no A2 milk brand sold in New Zealand. They have come out with the marketing gimmick that Indian cows are A2. But even Indian buffaloes are A2.
Sir.
So even pure jerseys are A2. So it is not like that. This is my Paturkar's personal say. There is no impact of A1 and A2 on marketing of
So
milk
this
in
is
India.
market policy basically.
Okay, market model.
Yes. This is my personal say. There are n number of versions. See, there are amino acid sequence, histidine, and so many other things. But this is my personal, and even I have attended a meeting at NAS, which is the National Agricultural Scientists Association, at the highest body who gives recommendation to the PM office. I was one of the participants in that NAS meeting, and we have also come out with the same saying that it is a marketing gimmick.
Sir, we are also in favor of your statement, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Next question, please.
Sir, the next last question. How far this is Dr. Bilal? How far the residues would remain there in the meat if the animal takes some heavy metal with fodder, feed, etc.? Is there any method to detect the same?
Yes, it is definitely there are methods for heavy metals to detect. That's why the standards are set up. Why standards are set up by FSSAI, Food Safety and Standard Authority of India. These are standards not only for water. These are standards are also set up for meat of various species of animals. Say for chicken, lead is this much, mercury should be this much. This much is the zinc, cadmium, like that. So standards are there. That's why they stays inside the body. And generally, heavy metals, once it is get deposited and attached to the some molecule, it remains in the meat. Like antibiotics, they are get excreted out either through kidney or urine or through feces. So antibiotic can get out of your body with the withdrawal period. So for example, some antibiotic has got withdrawal period of 5 days. Some may be having 1 month, 28 days to get withdrawn completely from the body. Heavy metal is not like that, which can get easily excreted or get evacuated from the body of animal. It remains long, and if you get like pesticide also, if it is attached to some molecule, it will remain there and go on bioaccumulation there. And if the bioaccumulation is at higher concentration, then only you can see the symptoms. So antibiotics can be easily excreted. However, pesticide or heavy metals get accumulated mostly at say longer period than antibiotic.
Thank you very much, sir. Dr. Wasim is there. Dr. Wasim, please ask your question. You are unmuted.
Good morning, sir. Sir, actually, my question is related to organic certification. In organic certification, it is said that we need to, we need to promote open grazing for animals.
Right.
So, in Indian conditions, sir, because we are having a very small land holdings, so how is it feasible for our farmers to have an open grazing?
Yeah, this is the question in developed countries. If you go to Brazil, USA, Argentina, there is an open grazing system because it is very difficult to tie the 5,000 animals. Right? In small countries, developing countries like India, we have small farm size. But there also they keep the open grazing system. How they manage this open grazing system? They have acres of land for say 3,000 animals. They let loose the animals in that field. They allow them to defecate on that land, and the fodder is grown on that land, and the animals are grown organically. Even for the distribution of concentrate, they use tractors and spot it at different places so that animal can have access easily to that place. But in India, what is happening? Our land size goes on decreasing. So it is very difficult unless we have a grazing land for the animals, or unless we have for the big companies like big cooperatives or private dairies who is having huge land, then only this open grazing system is possible. Otherwise, there are again two methods. One is tidying the animal in the, say you can get क्या बोलते हैं उसको, गोठे को क्या बोलते हैं, animal shed, or you can have a bigger animal free movement space where you can let loose the animal, and there you can feed the also. Then only you can get that certification, but that land should be sufficient for that much number of animals to freely movement of that animal.
Sir, thank you very much. Thank you for a greater explanation. I think everything must be clear to all the participants. Now I am moving to the last question from this session. Dr. Praveen Kumar Singh. Please.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations, sir, for giving the very nice presentations and very informative and useful for the farming community. Sir, question is that in last 1 decade, I have seen the most of the farmer using the organic concentrates or organic feeding material for the cattle. But recently, I have seen that farmer are using the supplementary, this is particularly calcium-based supplementary for the feeding the animals.
Right.
But some farmers are using the oxytocin injection for the milking. So after to use the all parameters or organic feeding, after the injection, use the injection of oxytocin, the produce will be organic or not organic?
See, basically, this oxytocin, what is this oxytocin? Is a hormone which is used for concentration and relaxation of the muscle.
Yeah.
Right? The use of oxytocin is illegal for milk production. Okay?
Yeah.
Use of oxytocin is illegal. Not only it should be used in non-organic milk production. It should not use.
Okay.
Oxytocin is used only in pregnant animals for smooth delivery of the fetus.
Yes.
Even in human it is used.
Okay. Okay.
But these are the malpractices used by the farmers to give more milk by that animal, to extract the more milk from the udder by concentration and relaxation of the muscle. That is the only myth in the farmer's mind. So use of oxytocin is illegal. You cannot use oxytocin in the organic milk production, number one. Why it is not detected in the final milk production? Because the half-life of that oxytocin, when you introduce in the muscle, is very short. Say 1 minute, less than 1 minute or 2 minutes. So it cannot be detected in the milk of the animal. So that's why it is not able, we are not able to detect that oxytocin in the milk. And definitely any hormone used unprescribedly in any animals, that is dangerous for human health. So it should not use oxytocin, which is illegal totally. You got me, Dr. Praveen?
Yeah, we also got it, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Now, on the behalf of organizer, I would like to express my sincere thanks to Dr. Patrukar sir for giving his valuable, sharing his valuable time and giving very informative lecture to us. Also, he cleared all the questions of the participants very clearly here, and he elaborated it properly with examples. So thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I also express my thanks to the all participants and also to the organizing teams who take efforts for successful organization of this organic training. Now, one important announcement for all the participants. Within next 5 minutes, the validity function will be start. So you should be here in the group. Also, I request to Honorable Vice Chancellor Mapsu Dr. Patukar sir. Sir, you are the chief guest for this validity function. So please become here as such. Now I want to hand over this platform to Dr. Konde for validity function, please. Okay, Dr. Konde sir, please.
Thank you, coordinator.
So thank you very much, Dr. Shetke sir, Dr. Bidwe sir, and Dr. Nage sir for coordinating this very important session. And I think this was the last session in the series of our 6 days online virtual training program. And I hope all the participants must be delighted with the whatever the information Dr. Paturkar sir has shared. And friends, now we are moving to the end of this 6 days training program. So in next maximum 5 minutes, we will be starting the valedictory function. And for that, Dr. V.M. Bhale sir, who is beloved Vice Chancellor of this Dr. PDKV Akola will be joining. Dr. S.K. Chaudhary sir, Deputy Director General, Indian Council of Agriculture Research. Then Dr. Ashish Paturkar sir, to whom actually just before few seconds you have heard, he also will be joining. Then Dr. Timothy from Nigeria, he will also be joining. So friends, meantime, we'll have some interaction because during the valedictory function, we are just allowing 2 or 3% just to place their own remarks. So till all the persons join, we'll have 1 or 2 interactions because we'll not have any interaction since Monday, the training started. So those who wish to place their own remark, they can just place in next 5 minutes. So accordingly, we'll start the valedictory function at 12:15. So I request they can just raise hands, those who wish to place their remarks, and we'll allow them just to place their remarks. So accordingly, our video will be closed for next 5 minutes, but we'll just have interaction continue. But I request all the participants, those who wish to place their remark for all these sessions, whatever we have in last 6 days, so kindly raise their hands so we can just have a interaction. सुधाकर मीटिंग निकाल के पूनम परवरचा कोण आहे ते खालचे Yes, Poonam Pawar, please. Poonam Pawar. Okay, दूसरा कौन है सर? Dr. Prashant. कौन है? Bakshi. Dr. Prashant Bakshi, please.
Hello.
करतोय सुरू.
Hello.
Okay,
Yeah.
sir, please.
Please, sir.
Morning to all of you.
Good morning.
Hello.
तुमच्याकडे
Yes,
Am,
you are
am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Sir, good afternoon to all of you. First, a big congrats to whole team. I and training program. As all the lectures which were delivered, they were very much planned, and we all are enriched by the experience, not only by our country people, but also those who are working abroad. And I just want to place on record that the seminar on field to fashion is really very enriching experience for me, especially because I am personally, sir, want to convey that I am in Advanced Center for Horticulture Research here in Scotch, Jammu, and we are having one biocontrol laboratory where we are producing trichoderma and trichogramma for the local farmers, and they are using it right from last 4 to 5 years. And this experience, the way the expert taught how to prepare jaggery, how to prepare these trichoderma, they are really very enriching for not only for those who are working in it, but for the students who had joined here. So it is really a very wonderful experience for me to be the part of this training program, and I extend all my wishes to all the staff of PDKV Akola who have arranged this program so nicely. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Dr. Prashant, sir. Now I request Mr. Irshad. Mr. Irshad, please.
Yes, sir. Good morning,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah, please.
Sir, Dr. Timothy sir से मेरा question है.
नहीं,
I want to.
Irshad,
Yes, sir.
it's a sort of a remark for training only. It's not a question answer session.
Okay. No. Okay. Training. Training. I will come to that also.
Okay.
It was a very, nice training program, but we are having one problem over in Jammu Kashmir. His internet is always, low. So
Okay.
we were not getting that much, connected all time. However, it was very fruitful for we people. And but one more thing, I want that these farmers are being, advised to go for say organic farming, but there is no incentives from the government. I think those incentives should come also to the farmers.
Okay.
Because for early years, it takes 2-3 years to convert any farm. For those 2-3 years when the yield will be low, I think they should be given some incentives. Even. This
Okay.
is my remark.
Thank you. I request Dr. Wasim, please, last, because all the guests have joined. So I request Wasim, please. Dr. Wasim, please.
Hello, am I
Yeah.
audible?
Yeah, please.
Yeah. So good morning everyone. सिर्फ हंगामा खड़ा करना मेरा मकसद नहीं, सारी कोशिश है कि ये सूरत बदलनी चाहिए। मेरे सीने में नहीं तो तेरे सीने में सही, हो कहीं भी आग लेकिन आग जलनी चाहिए। A very good afternoon to Honorable Vice Chancellor, cohort team and distinguished experts. I owe and thankful to PDKV Akola for igniting fire which is really needed as a whole world is going through various challenges. During current pandemic, it is difficult for everyone to cope up with routine work. PDKV Akola, under the able leadership of Honorable Vice Chancellor, came out with an idea of international training on organic farming. Field to fashion is really appreciable, and cohort has proven right an adage that when things get tough get going. So it's really amazing. The training has covered every aspect of organic farming and has given us the insight about what is going on at global level by calling renowned personality from nook and corner of the world. Though we faced problems during session due to internet glitch, we gleaned a lot of information from seed to market. I am honored to be the part of this training, and it is always my hunger to seek wisdom. Being associated with organic farming, an officer in charge of India's first organic agricultural university, I have not a single iota of doubt remained to me, and experts tried their level best to prick our curiosity and stimulated us to find the solution of prevailing problems in organic farming. At the end, we are moving with mesmerizing memories. And once again, I would like to thank whole cohort team and especially Honorable Vice Chancellor of PDKV Akula for organizing such a nice training and interactive sessions during this pandemic. Thank you all.
Thank you very much for your inspiring words. Now, friends, all the guests for this valedictory session have joined. So now we are moving towards the last end of our very memorable training program. So at this juncture, I would like to welcome our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. V.M. Bhale sir, Dr. PDKV Akola. Similarly, I would like to welcome Dr. S.K. Chaudhary sir, Deputy Director General, Natural Resource Management, Indian Council of Agriculture Research, New Delhi. Similarly, I welcome Dr. Ashish Paturkar sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor, MAPSU Nagpur. Similarly, I welcome Dr. Timothy Olabi, Professor at Ladakh Akintola University of Technology, University at Nigeria. Nigeria. Similarly, I welcome Dr. V.K. Karche sir, Director of Research, Dr. PDKV Akola, Dr. D.M. Mankar sir, Director of Extension Education, Dr. PDKV Akola, Dr. Nagdeve sir, Dean Faculty of Agriculture, Dr. PDKV Akola. So at this juncture, I would like to request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Bhale sir, to chair this session, please. Dr. Bhale sir. Yeah. So I request Dr.
Hello, go ahead.
Okay,
Yes.
sir. Thank you, sir. So friends, the chairman of this today's valedictory function of International Training Program, Dr. Bhale sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. PDKV Akola. Again, I welcome all the dignitaries joined from the various institutes. So friends, COVID-19, which were actually we experiencing last 1 year particularly, and the COVID-19 has actually taught us many things because of the isolation, sanitization, and many things. But at the same time, COVID-19 has given one golden opportunity to we people to connect at virtual platform. And really, this is a sort of coincidence that we are organizing this mega and global event at this platform. So friends, with the inspiration of our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Bhale sir, the program was conceptualized, framed, and executed within a short time, that is 2 months only. The brochure of this training program was placed in November, and within 8 days, we have received more than 2,900 entries across the globe. And this is a really fortunate thing for we people that around 15 countries, that is the participants from 15 different countries of world, they have participated in the training program. These 15 countries consist of USA, Canada, Nigeria, Italy, Bhutan, Nepal, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nigeria. So these countries particularly joined this program, and from India itself, around 22 states are representing in this particular training program. So friends, considering the significance of this organic farming, we have just decided to frame this training program before 2 months and with a very catchy particularly title, Organic Farming Field to Fashion. And accordingly, we have tried to connect every possible recognized personalities from various educational institutes, research centers, corporate sectors, and public sectors, and particularly for certification agencies too. So in 6 days, we could made it possible to cover all the concepts of organic farming from field to fashion. So friends, for this, whatever the team we had formulated earlier, this particular team member consisting just only 9 to 10 members, they have made it possible to make this event most memorable and historical. So friends, at this, without wasting any time, because we are having many people to speak. So the first agenda of this training program, Dr. A.N. Paslavar, who is very much adjacent to me, he is a chief scientist at Center for Organic Agriculture Research and Training, and he is a co-course director. While I am very happy to quote here, the course director of this training program is Dr. V.M. Bhale sir, who is the vice chancellor of this university, under whose guidance and inspiration we tried to make it possible to execute this training program. So whatever the 6 days training program was, and the faculty who joined from across the globe, I request the co-course director of this training program, Dr. A.N. Paslavar sir, for briefing of this training program for 6 days. Dr. Paslavar sir, please.
Thank you, Dr. Konde. Welcome to all guests and all dear participants. Today's chairman of this valedictory function, Dr. V.M. Bhale sir, with his vision and mission, the Center for Organic Agriculture Training is running successfully with his ideas of this virtual practicals and this guidance, making easy to virtual visit of our university to all participants and guests. Today's chief guest, Dr. S.K. Chaudhary, Honorable Deputy Director General, NRM, ICR New Delhi, is eminent scientist for quick acceptance of for this program, and he is always positive to our SOS. Today's guest of honor, Dr. M. Paturkar sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor, MAPSO, Nagpur. Then Dr. Timothy, Professor from Nigeria, is a guest of honor for this session. Our Director of Research, Dr. V.K. Kharche sir, and Dr. D.M. Mankar sir, Director of Extension Education, and Dr. M.B. Nagdev, Dean, Faculty of Agriculture, and all faculty members and participants. I myself, Dr. A.N. Paslar, going to brief about 1 week virtual training program. I am grateful to all resource persons and scientists, that is 18 speakers across the globe, along with the coordinators, reporters, for conducting different sessions during entire training period. There were approximately 3,000 participants registered from various countries, that is 15 countries and 22 states from this India. And this entire training period, they have given huge response as per their choice of subject. The 1 week international training program, Field to Fashion, was started from 14 December 2020. In the first session, first lecture was delivered by Honorable Vice Chancellor sir, Dr. V.M. Bhale sir. He has discussed various issues, challenges, opportunities in Indian agriculture, and what is the focus over in coming years for betterment of organic agriculture of the globe, and narrated this achievement of center in research, education, extension of this center from decade. Then myself and this co-director of this training program took the participant to virtual field visit and shown various ongoing activities and development of laboratories and bio-input production unit and 5 hectares of farm by use of video clips, and also explained about the experiment in organic agriculture. In afternoon session, Dr. A.K. Yadav delivered lecture on strategies for exportable organic produce and global opportunities, and emphasized on India's share in by exporting organic commodities like fruits, vegetable, dairy, that is milk and ghee, processed food and poultry. On demand for organic food is increased significantly in the recent years. In second day, the lecture was delivered by Dr. Charu Jain. She has focused extension linkages and promotional activities for organic agriculture. She has emphasized collaborative ventures for cluster development through farmers participating. Though India is a #1 in producers or farmers in organic agriculture, but they are in isolation. So cluster approach is more important. Second lecture was delivered by Dr. Chandish Ballar. She covered the scope of biological control in organic farming, and after that Dr. N.S. Satpute conducted virtual practical on production and mass multiplication of trichogramma and trichocards for management of pink bollworm and in cotton and pest management of other crops. Then Miss Eva Goldman, scientist from Fibel, Switzerland, focused on seeding the green future, a step toward green agriculture, and she has made a special focus on participatory research methods for development of organic varieties. Our university already collaborated research and education program with Fibel from last 3 years. On 16 December, Dr. Yogesh Ingde, plant pathologist, given hands-on tool on farm cost-effective mass multiplication of trichoderma with available resources. Dr. Paula from University of Gastronomic Science, UK, discussed agroecology and its important role in organic farming, and also focused several correlation of agroecology. In another lecture delivered by Dr. Andrew, Director, Organic Agriculture Center of Canada, on smart agriculture and organic weed management control practices. In future, organic farming with smart technology is possible with various intervention that he has shown in his lecture. On fourth day, Dr. Jaskiran Warik, Director, South Asia Organic Cotton Accelerator, she has handled the panel discussion on value chain and market linkages for organically produced crops at global platform with 4 other panel members, namely Mr. Rachel Kepans, USA, Mr. Vinay Kumar Chaudhary, Control Union India, Mr. Amish Shah, CEO Spectrum International, Mr. Abhishek Bansal, Head of Sustainability, Arvind Mills. Then our soil scientist D.V. Madi gave practical demonstration on composting techniques, along with Dr. Jadhav, who focused on extraction of humic substances from various types of organic compost. Dr. Van Harold, Professor of Soil Science, Cornell University, USA, talked on soil resilience and organic agriculture and narrated the role of healthy soil for healthy plants. This lecture was very useful for students and faculty. On 5th day training was Miss Rosen Ecosert, France, gave her lecture on organic certification protocol and prospectus, and her colleague Mukesh Shah clarified the ideas regarding constraint in organic agriculture certification and their solution nicely. Dr. Bidway, dairy scientist, shown video clips of our indigenous breed. It's important in organic agriculture and activities of dairy unit. Dr. Prashant Joshi, along with his SRF, Dr. Sandeep and Preetham, conducted virtual practical on processing and value addition intervention in organic farming. The last lecture was delivered by Dr. Timothy from Nigeria. He has focused all aspects of pest control strategy in organic agriculture. Today's lecture delivered by Dr. A.M. Patrukar sir, Mapso Nagpur, on organic agriculture intervention for dairy industry. He has emphasized without animal husbandry, organic agriculture is not possible, and has told that how danger the antibiotics in residue of milk product and importance of certification for dairy industry. He also focused various intervention, advanced technologies for dairy industries. During the entire training program, participants from across the globe shown interest in all training program, and their role was quite impressive and interactive in every session. For successful organization, this international training program is due to constant inspiration, guidance by our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Bhale sir, and also kind support and motivation from respected Dean, Director of Research and Director of Extension Education, Registrar, and all HODs and faculties of this university. The journey of this worldwide event started since from last 3 months, and the dream comes true with successful completion. The person who are behind this, Dr. N.M. Konde, he is a coordinator of this training, has taken sincere efforts and hard work, then persuasion. He is a man of the series for this event. Dr. Yogesh and Dr. Neeraj also played their major role, successful organization. And all my scientists, Dr. Prashant, Dr. Kishore, Dr. Sunil, Dr. Dhaneshwar, Dr. Surendra, Mr. Parikshit, has played major role in coordinating this mega event, and all SRF of the Center of Organic Farming, Dr. Sandeep, Dr. Preetham, Mr. Ananta, Mr. Amol, Mr. Shailendra, has taken all hardworking in making this event successful. For various field activities, demonstration, our field supervision and lab technician, Mr. More, who is the farm superintendent, Mr. Durga, Ms. Pratiksha, Ms. Poonam, Ms. Shankar, Mr. Ishwar, who gives their vital contribution for this successful. I am equally thankful to in charge Erish Cell, Dr. Koste and Dr. Ghorpade, Mr. Raju and Mr. Krishnadeep Sahu, Mr. Dev Pujari and Mr. Pappu Mohad, who is a photographer of this university, and Mr. Rawat, who has taken this video clips. He has edited all video clips nicely, and everybody enjoyed this all virtual practicals. Without their help, we could not possibly make this event ever memorable. I am also thankful to person knowingly and unknowingly gives their contribution to make this event successfully. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Paslawar sir, and thank you very much for announcing me as a man of the series. But I think winning of match is more important than man of the match or man of the series. So friends, with your support and valuable cooperation, we can just say that the program was most memorable. And for the delegates joined from various institutes and for the information of DDG NRM sir, we could accommodate 18 lectures in 6 days, including practicals. And in practicals, with the idea of Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. Bhale sir, we visualize all the activities under organic agriculture. And among 18 lectures, 8 speakers were from the abroad. And that's why really we could make it international. So friends, we will be listening to other people's also. But before that, for the purpose, the training has been framed, the participants. So from participants, I will be announcing 1 or 2 names. They are requested to just place their remarks. So accordingly, the delegate joined from various institutes, they can just get idea how the participants have been blessed. I request Dr. Naushin Nazir from Jammu Kashmir. Naushin Nazir. NOW. Yeah, Naushin Nazir. Is Naushin, are you listening to me? Yeah, Naushin, please. Unmute.
Good afternoon,
yeah,
and
please.
good afternoon to all the organizers who have organized this international training program. Let me start first by congratulating you, particularly this PDKV Akola University, who has been really successful in completing the 1 week international training program on organic farming, and which was really beautifully even capitalized as field to fashion, which was a very unique concept. And then when I joined for this training program, I was really thinking that why this theme has been put like that, from field to fashion, because we are always moving away from the fashion. So but when I joined the training program, and all through these 6 days, I really understood that what was the theme actually, because it really took us from the challenges, and then the first few lectures were towards the challenges that we are facing in the organic agriculture. Then it slowly moved towards the opportunities that the organic agriculture is providing us. And then even the few lectures where they were organized in a way that took us to the future prospects, that if someone wants to go to the organic agriculture, he has a lot of potential out there. So each and every lecture was devised and organized in a scientific manner, not from a layman's thought or anything like that, but it was highly scientific in nature. I must congratulate here all the mentors who mentored me through these 6 days. And in fact, I have done my PG on organic production of strawberry. But that time also my knowledge was little. But today I can say that at least today I can stand with some knowledge, and I can guide my junior students, my fellow colleagues, that how this organic is really changing the whole scenario of the Indian agriculture. And in the end, I would like to thank the organizers, and I would like to have one takeaway message from this training program, that let us again work together for bringing an organic revolution like we have done when we fought together to bring the green revolution. Now is the time to work and stand for the organic revolution. With these words, my best wishes are there for you for your future programs as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Naushin, for your inspiring word. And really, we are fortunate to take participant like you. Now I'm moving to the one student from Bangladesh, Mr. Manuel Tripura, please. Yeah, Manuel, please. Can you hear me, Manuel? Yeah, please. You are not audible, Manuel. You are not audible. You still, please open your mic. Please open your mic. We have already unmuted you. Yeah, go ahead. I think we'll just back to you after a few seconds. You just try yourself in sound connection. I'm just moving to Dr. Anand Gore from Vasantrao Naik Marathwada Krishi Vidyapit Parvani for his remark, please. Dr. Anand Gore.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Konde sir. Actually, I'm representing VNMKV Parvani. I'm very much thankful to Honorable Dr. Bhale sir, Dr. Paslar sir, and whole team that they have arranged a very wonderful training program on organic farming. That we know organic farming, it is not a very, what we can say that it is a holistic concept and it is not so easy to understand. But this training has cleared our doubts. Also, it has given clear ideas how to undertake the research as per the feedback of our farmers, also to cater the need of our farmers. Particularly, we thank Dr. Bhale sir, who is a great teacher and also a researcher, and he has given a breakthrough for organic farming, particularly in our Maharashtra. And also, this training has proven that we have got the global scenario, particularly for organic farming. Most of the things from research point of view, the presentations really made by Dr. Bhale sir on the first day, it was really informative, followed by Dr. Brar, then Dr. Yadav sir, who had given us the clear idea at global level, the scenario for its particularly marketing strategies. And finally, particularly in case of dairy, the lecture given by Dr. Paturkar sir today, it was really wonderful. And it has given very clear ideas about organic farming. So I really congratulate all the team, our Honorable Dr. Bhale sir, and for giving us opportunity to get through the global scenario of organic farming, particularly to undertake the research in Maharashtra condition, where we are facing the climate change and also the higher temperatures. Under these circumstances, how to go for organic farming research and to cater the needs of the farmers. Thank you very much, and congratulations.
Thank you, Gore sir. Now, may I request Dr. Fistus from Nigeria? Yes. Yeah, Dr. Fistus from Nigeria. Yeah, Fistus from Nigeria, please. Yeah, Manuel, are you hearing me? Manuel? I think both are not in connection. So whenever possible, we'll just connect them. So as per our agenda, because we had invited two speakers just to place their remark from Nigeria itself and from Bangladesh. Actually, Manuel is the student of, he is pursuing his PhD at Royal University, Bhutan, but he is basically from Bangladesh. And he actually was eager to place his remark, but unfortunately, because of the connectivity, it is difficult just to reach them. So I'm just moving towards as per the agenda. We have taken actually two remarks from the participants. Whenever these Fistus and Manuel will just join, we'll just have a few minutes with them. But before that, I would like to request Dr. D.M. Mankar sir, Director of Extension Education, Dr. PDKV Akola, for his guidance, please. Dr. Mankar sir, please. Okay. So he's all not actually available. So now I'm moving to Dr. Kharche sir, Director of Research, Dr. PDKV Akola, for his guidance and remarks, please. Dr. Kharche sir, please.
Good afternoon to all. Chairman of this valedictory program of International Training Program on Organic Farming, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Punjabrao Deshmukh Krishi Vidyapit, Dr. Vilas Bhale sir, our chief guest for today's valedictory program, Honorable DDG NRM ICR New Delhi, Dr. S.K. Chaudhary Sahab, who has been always guiding us. Our guest of honor, Honorable Dr. Ashish Paturkar, Honorable Vice Chancellor, MAPSU Nagpur, Dr. Timothy, Professor from Nigeria, all the deans and directors of Post University, organizers, Dr. Paslawar, and all the distinguished scientists all over the globe and friends. Let me congratulate the organizers at the outset. I was listening to the opinion of the participants, and this was really under the leadership of our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Bhale sir, who is the director of this course, and Dr. Paslawar and his team. This was very timely international training program, and definitely this training program will be most fruitful for all of us. Friends, at this juncture, I would like to mention that for this valedictory program, we have very eminent personalities here. Dr. S.K. Chaudhary, our Honorable DDG NRM ICR, is always guiding us and leading the country in these issues. Our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, has already taken the lead for this organic farming in this state. So we'll be certainly listening to these stalwarts. Few of the points here regarding organic farming, I'd like to share. Friends, today we are facing the challenges of climate change. Soil health is very important challenge before us. Organic carbon, especially in the semi-arid ecoregions, very difficult to maintain the organic carbon, which is becoming very challenging. And these issues have been discussed thoroughly globally. The interactions were held in this program and very eminent personalities have delivered. Just now we heard Dr. Ashish Paturkar Sahab also. And I think the most important issue is the optimal management of the resources. Since this approach is ecosystem-based approach, we could manage the resources very optimally, making use of these organic practices. Every plant species has its own requirement, which is different. As we all know, every crop requires different climate, different type of soil. Its nutrient requirement is different, water requirement is different, and we all are trying to develop the technologies. Of course, the management is very important here, and it is expected that the management of the farm should be very environment friendly, very judicious, and it is expected in this organic farming approach. Organic inputs and their quality is very important issue. It is also expected that we should reduce the cost of cultivation. We are trying to increase the income of the farmers. So the cost effectiveness is very important, which is expected. We need to develop the simple technologies in this approach. Not only the human health, but the animal health is also to be ensured. Environment friendly nature of this approach is very important. And since it is ecosystem based, we can optimize the resources to the maximum possible level. We have been trying to develop the carbon sequestration practices, identifying their utility. So the organic farming approach is very broad and very holistic approach. And based on this knowledge generated in such training programs will be useful for us to go a long way in developing our strategies in future also. In spite of all the technological advancements, now still we are facing some of the challenges, that the quality food, the demands are changing, and under this scenario we have a lot of expectations from this kind of approaches. We have much degraded and marginal lands. They are to be very optimally used under this organic farming. We need to identify the vegetables and the perennial crops which are mostly suited to this organic farming also. And I hope we are able to do this in future, in our future programs. Definitely these interactions will be very much useful to us. In this particular training program, we in the university also are enriched very much, and especially the eminent personalities at the international level, they have delivered very informative talks. So with this few remarks, particularly for the young researchers, this particular training program will be very much useful for planning their future programs. We need to plan the ecosystem based planning is required, and there is negative balance of the nutrients, we all know. So all these expectations are there. We have to go a long way in sustaining the soil health and the sustaining productivity of the crops, which is already very low. Soil health is at fatigue, and in this situation, we need to plan our strategies for future to fulfill the demands of the society, to sustain the soil health as well as sustain the agriculture. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Kharche sir, and for participants. We just heard Dr. Kharche sir, and under whose actually leadership and versatile experience we have also run so many experiments at university in consideration to organic agriculture as well as integrated nutrient management and other, even including plant breeding and entomological research. So thank you very much, sir. So before I move ahead, one of our participant, actually Fistus from Nigeria, he is consistently raising his hand. Actually, I was just trying to connect him, but now Fistus is available. Fistus, can you join?
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, please.
Am I audible?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, this is Felicia Oloto from Kwara State University, Nigeria.
Yeah, please.
I also the organizers of training program. There has been a nice session. All the presentations have been very informative, particularly at this period when we are trying to manage our climate. If organic agriculture could be incorporated into our agricultural production, it will reduce the issue of carbon emission and all this problem of climate change and high temperature fluctuations in our weather conditions. So I learned a lot from the training, and I want to appreciate the organizer for giving me the opportunity to be part of the training. And I'm hoping and putting it, because as an extension agent, I have opportunity in dealing with rural farmers. I will make it a mandate for myself and my organization to be involved in the practice of organic agriculture and dissemination of information and the knowledge gained. I'm very grateful, and I really appreciate everyone, all our coordinators, our facilitators, all our trainers. I appreciate everyone, and I want to also appreciate all our participants. I want to congratulate everyone for the success of the program. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Felicia. Thank you, Felicia from Nigeria. She has. Now, friends, again, we are moving to the next, actually, our guest of honor, Dr. Timothy. He is a professor at Ladakh Akintola University of Agricultural Technology, Nigeria. So he has also, yesterday, he had spared his valuable time to guide the participant. Now he is our guest of honor, and I request Dr. Timothy to place his remark, please, as a valedictory session, please. Dr. Timothy, please unmute yourself. Yeah, please.
Okay. I think you can hear me.
Yeah,
Am
please.
I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, good. Thank you. I am highly honored to be the guest of honor at this valedictory program. All the participants are highly appreciated as well. We should note that much has been learned during this one-week program. We have learned so much, and we must be able to put all these things in practice. The researchers, the scientists, even the students on board, let's practice what we have learned, because of the truth, organic agriculture has great potential in the current dispensation. I want to sincerely place it on record that for us to produce safe to eat food, I mean food that does not have chemical residue, we need to go into organic agriculture. For environmental reasons, we should adopt organic agriculture, because the problems that we have worldwide on food, most especially in relation to food poisoning, organic agriculture will remove or eliminate food poisoning worldwide. Organic agriculture needs just basic training. Once we get that training, I want to assure us that organic agriculture is very good to practice, even more convenient and better than conventional agriculture. May I also say that when you compare the two, conventional agriculture and organic agriculture, you will realize that organic agriculture is preferred for so many reasons. For instance, when you eat organic food, it has better taste compared to conventional, aside from the fact that it does not have chemical residue. Of the truth, I want to congratulate the organizers of this program. And I want to also say that the program is well organized and well attended. It's situated when we have a neighborhood of 300 people across the globe attending the program at a time like this. It is a very welcome idea. I want to congratulate the organizers, the Vice Chancellor, and all other people that are concerned. I want to appreciate Dr. Neti Kondi for sending me emails, giving me information on this program. I want to thank all. Greetings to all from Nigeria. We are doing it well, Nigeria as well, but we want to improve on the existing program in Nigeria. So thank you. I look forward for collaboration here and there even globally, so that we can synergize our efforts and make it better. So once again, accept my congratulations on the success of this program. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you, Dr. Timothy, for your very inspirational words, and definitely we'll have good collaboration in near future, because whatever the climate and the geography of the Nigeria itself and the India are very much similar, so definitely we can just have good program in future. Thank you very much for acceptance for the lecture as well as the guest of honor for this valedictory. Thank you very much, sir. Now, friends, again we are moving to our next guest of honor, Dr. Ashish Paturkar, sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Maharashtra Animal and Fishery Sciences University, Nagpur, who has just before few seconds he has delivered a lecture, and many of the participants have appreciated the same, and even they have gathered good knowledge from the lecture itself. Dr. Paturkar, sir, for his valedictory address, please.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much. भाले साहेब, आजच्या समारंभाचे प्रमुख पाहुणे डॉक्टर भाले सर, व्हाइस चांसलर, ऑनरेबल DDG, Chaudhary साहेब, all the other dignitaries on the dais, all the participants, all the students, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. You have given me this opportunity to interact with you. However, I have given whatever knowledge we can have existed, but it is not impossible in India to go with organic milk or meat production. We can easily go, we can produce the quality milk, we can produce the quality meat and milk products in India if there is a mindset to do that. That is the most important thing. And if we find out we have good marketing structure, if we have good chain of cold storage, chain of cold up to the consumer, then definitely we can market it easily. And third thing, we want to produce the awareness amongst the farmers who are the basic producer. Rightly pointed out by so many other speakers, Mr. Timothy and others. Definitely we can go with organic production, and it should not remain as a fashion, but it should be a good quality product which will have a long detrimental effect on the body if we don't take care right now. Previously, as I stated in my lecture, we used to have this organic production system. Now all these chemicals, fertilizers, pesticide, weedicide, and so many other chemicals come up. And these are manufactured by so many other multinational companies, number one. And second thing, these may act as a trade barrier under TBT. Because what these importing countries are doing, if you are using that, we don't want to purchase your product. If it is more than this level, one fine day morning, chloramphenicol is antimicrobial used in antibiotic used in animals. The limit MRL, maximum residual level, was around 30 milligram or 3 milligram, whatever. They have reduced to 0.5. If your product is compliant to 0.5, same thing with the mycotoxin. They go on varying the MRLs, and that will create as a trade barrier. So unless we go with the organic production system with all the record at the place, and whenever somebody approach to audit your records, you can able to show and satisfy them, then only this organic production system will be successful. And it is the mindset of a person who can deliver that process. It is a production process, not a certificate. So all the process which is required, various controls at various points, that needs to be at place, then only this organic production system will be successful. I have delivered, I have discussed with the participants so many things. Thank you very much, Dr. Bhale sir. Chaudhary sahib, namaskar, and welcome to Nagpur.
Namaskar sahib, namaskar.
Namaskar. Please, yeah, Kadi Mapsula, yeah. Yes, sir. We will invite you, definitely. Thank you
Not
very
this
much.
time, but
Thanks,
later on
everybody. Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
Sir, thank you very much, sir. And I would like to place my sincere gratitude to Paturkar sir for guiding us. And he has agreed to deliver his lecture on very short notice. So thank you very much, sir, for your support and help. Now, friends, we are moving to our next dynamic person. Our chief guest, Dr. Suresh Kumar Chaudhary, Honorable Deputy Director General, Natural Resource Management, Indian Council of Agriculture Research. Its dynamic and versatile nature always inspired us to go ahead. He is basically soil scientist and shouldering many responsibilities at his own. And after he has also joined this session after travel from New Delhi to Nagpur. And for information to Chaudhary sir, in last 6 days, we could focus agroecology, soil resilience, pest and disease management through organic practices, processing, value chain, extension linkages, dairy interventions, and particularly organic certification. So in all the angles, we could touch the organic farming field to fashion, and we tried to gather all the scientists from very reputed institutes, and all the participants must have ignited with their own experiences. And considering, sir, we are always used to attend many conventional trainings of 21 days or 10 days, but we could find this because this is also a good platform to deliver and to generate the ideas through virtual platform. So this could be a opportunity for we people to have a separate center for virtual training program in future. So definitely we can just establish a separate center for training, particularly on virtual platform. So with this, I request today's chief guest and dynamic personality, Dr. S.K. Chaudhary sir, for his remark, please.
Thank you so much, Nitin. I believe I'm audible and visible, though I'm joining from my mobile sale.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, worthy Vice Chancellor of this great university, Dr. Punjab Rao Deshmukh Krishi Vidyapit Akola, Dr. Vilas Bhale, our very good friend. Another esteemed colleague from Maharashtra Fisheries and Animal Science University, Dr. Paturkar, Ashish Paturkar. My old colleagues, friends, Dr. Vilas Kharche, Dr. Mankar, I don't know whether he's around or not, and Dr. Paslawar is also there, Nitin Konde is also there, and many good friends I'm able to see. And moreover, all the participants from India as well as abroad. Right in the beginning, I would like to congratulate Dr. Bhale and his team on several accounts. Number one, I understand this training program is a follow-up action of what event you had last year. After 1 year, you are doing this follow-up action. Then secondly, this is very, very relevant subject you have picked up and you are conducting this training program. Thirdly, it is not limited to Indian participants. You have opened windows for colleagues from abroad as well. Number 4, you have invited colleagues and faculties and you brought all the wisdoms from India as well abroad for all the participants. And finally, for making best use of this COVID period, I would like to congratulate you all. From my side, I'm happy because of 2 reasons. Number 1, I said, Dr. Bhale, that yes, I will join it. And because of some emergency, I had to travel and I was traveling to this place. And then yesterday, to avoid any train delay or any kind of uneven events, I have already recorded one message and sent to Dr. Bhale. If I fail to do this, then that message will be played here. But unfortunately, I'm presently, I could reach it on time and I'm present here. And I'm also happy because I'm in my own hometown. So from that account also, I'm very happy today. And I'm addressing right sitting in my own guest house in Nagpur. So this is a wonderful occasion. I also welcome my colleagues from Nigeria. Dr. Timothy, I was listening your address very carefully, and I'm very happy that colleagues from Nigeria, they have joined. Not only Nigeria, but another 15 countries colleagues joined, and some names were announced from Bangladesh and all. But anyway, I'm happy that all together we are trying to push a subject which is very close to heart of each one of us. And more than us, it is very close to heart of the consumers. because the kind of produces we are delivering to the consumers and kind of food people are eating, they want to doubly sure that what they are eating. Although there are so many developments in the globe today, but despite, people are now reverting back. Many of you are aware that in sedimentation experiments, we say that some gravitational force is there, and to oppose this, there is some buoyant force. So globally, food production has increased tremendously. And as a buoyant force, now people are starting thinking that what we are eating is correct or not. Now belly is full, enough food is there in the world, not only in India, globally, enough food is there. Belly is full. With full belly, now people are thinking whether we are eating, it is appropriate, it's correct, or nutritionally appropriate, and it is as per the body's requirement or not. And in that quest, when India's production reached to 200 million ton mark, then India also started thinking that direction. And India's saga of agricultural development, each one of you are aware, before Green Revolution and after Green Revolution, there is a distinct change in Indian agriculture. Agriculture, not only agricultural research, but agriculture development, food production, market, policies, everywhere. Now this change, after 200 million ton mark, this is bringing our natural, traditional ways of cultivation again on the forefront. And now when we have touched to the mark of 300 million ton food grains, 300 million tons of horticulture production, number one in the milk production, number one in egg production, and a lot of export from the meat production, now we are thinking we bring more and more area under organics. First, we ensured food security. Secondly, we ensured nutritional security. And now we are thinking of One Health. And in that direction, organic farming provides a greater platform to move ahead with the modern challenges and to meet the requirement of civilization. When we are producing 300 million ton food grains, how much of that is coming from organic side? That is a dark part. Let me tell you, again coming to the saga of Indian agriculture. Before 60s, when roughly 90% of Indian agriculture was rain-fed. Slowly and slowly, big reservoirs were built, like Bhakranangal Canal Command Area, Indira Gandhi Canal Command Area came later on, but Tungabhadra and old schemes of Government of India. They started building and irrigation facilities were created. The first thing happened in this country in agriculture sector is wherever irrigation reached, cereal systems came in front and our traditional foods like millets and traditional pulses disappeared slowly and slowly. This disappearance was slow, but very steady, very confident, and most of the area was replaced by rice, wheat, and maize. And our traditional food grains like millets, small millets, and variety of, we know, particularly people in Maharashtra, they can understand this very well. Now, the organic agriculture, with the evolution of Green Revolution technology, it has taken backseat. Not only organic agriculture, but all natural agricultural practices. And then food grain enhanced, fertilizer consumption enhanced, pesticide consumption enhanced, and everything went together hand in hand. And then time has reached when there was many diseases surfacing on the ground which were not there earlier. People started correlating those things with the input use in agriculture. Whether input use was faulty, inadequate, non-judicious, that is another question. But they started blaming this, although there is no firm evidence for this. But with the traditional wisdom, people understand if more chemicals mean more problems. Less chemicals, better health, better quality of food, and better living environment. So these things do not require any formal education to understand. People from perception, people from own wisdom, they can understand these things very well. And then slowly, there was a movement when organic farming globally was taking shape. In India also, the time came and organic farming came on forefront. With the present government, when they came in force, they viewed this as an opportunity and they tried to build upon this because this was a big gray area and our food grain storages were sufficient. We had sufficient food grain. Then we started taking a risk because in initial period there is a risk. I understand. Unless a fitting risk management instrument is there, organic farming in initial period probably cannot be matched, cannot be compared with the chemical agricultural farming. And therefore, this support was brought in. A government of India's very important scheme like Paramparagat Krishi Vikas Yojana, PKVY, initial allocation for this was roughly 5,000 crore Indian rupees for previous 5-year plan. And with this, a cluster kind of approach came, bringing areas together in cluster mode. Individual farmers were practicing. But when you convert villages and clusters of villages into organic, then organic food chain can be developed. And this is what Government of India planned and now also planning and moving very firmly together and moving ahead. Now, where shoe pinches? Shoe pinches because we are trying to push the things with the technological backstopping. Our scientists, they have done wonderful work. They came up with wonderful organic agricultural packages, but enabling policies. Every state, every province has its own limitation. Government of India also try to make some enabling policies, but these policies will remain on paper unless and until we create proper market network for organic produce, proper certification, proper return to the farmers for developing agro ecosystems and providing ecosystem services. Unless we bring these things together, this story will not be complete. And therefore, present day Government of India, through technological backstopping from ICR and SAU side, we are trying to streamline the policies of organics so that the export-oriented potential could be fully utilized. Many of the products, particularly spices, condiment, these products are there. They have a great export potential. Present day, from basmati rice cultivation and basmati rice export, we are earning huge foreign exchange. But organic basmati is not going equally well unless we go for proper international standard. Our colleague Dr. Paturkar was telling this. He was talking for particularly meat products and milk. And very recent story, each one of you very well know, I have seen on many WhatsApp groups. The government of Canada has came and started working with Gadwasu University of Veterinary Sciences. And they started and they concluded that in a joint collaborative project, they concluded that Indian milk is not fit for international market. And the standards, they are changing every day. Why it is so? When World Health Organization and other standard prescribing offices, they are giving some standards, we are following those, and then when produce is exported, then question is raised. The same thing happened in the case of basmati rice. So organic certification, organic standard certification, organic protocols, these are the things in which so far our scientific community, particularly the agriculture scientists, we did not try to interfere, we did not try to explore those things. Because our intention and all full concentration was in developing the technologies, in which we are very successful. I congratulate all those who are engaged in organic package cultivation development. They have done wonderful job. They have done wonderfully well in different agroecological regions of India, be it rain-fed, irrigated, or western part or hill ecosystem or coastal ecosystem. Everywhere you go, even in arid zones also, in arid areas also, wonderful organic packages came, and now people are trying to breed the crops and seeds for organic cultivation. It's not only medicinal and aromatic plants. It is everything, food grains, pulses, oil seeds, and everything. Now people say that, are we going to convert whole India into organic? This kind of negative thinking is there. But this is not true. The agricultural scientific community is trying to push organic only in niche areas, in niche commodities. We don't want to target this. We know what is our food requirement and what is our food production potential. Keeping in all this in view, we are trying to map the hotspots wherever it is possible to push the organic farming. And accordingly, we have already mapped the commodities, the areas, and we are trying to push them. Colleagues, a wonderful piece of work has been done by AINP on organic farming. Many of you are aware, All India Network Project on Organic Farming. So far, 51 different packages of practices in 18 different states, and all these packages are given as a technical backstopping to the respective state government as well as through the Paramparagat Krishi Vikas Yojana. These things are being pushed and subsidies are being given on this. But again, as I said, because of lack of matching policies, probably we are little bit laggarding in proper development of organic farming. Despite the best possible efforts, out of 141 million hectare area, how much area is really under organics? How much production is through organics? And what portion of that is coming from forest and what is coming from agriculture? Then probably the share of forest is more than agriculture at present. Although we are trying to push and we are very confident in the scenario after 5 years will be reverse. The situation will be changed. Now more benefits are coming from rain-fed areas compared to irrigated. Because in irrigated, people are trying to harvest maximum potential. In that race, people are using more and more chemicals. Now present day consumption of fertilizers, present day consumption of pesticide is bigger compared to global countries. Our consumption of fertilizer on an average, it comes 140 kg per hectare, which is comparable with many other leading countries in agriculture. But there are pockets where consumption of fertilizer is more than 250 kg a hectare, more than 300 kg a hectare in Telangana, in Andhra Pradesh, in Bihar, in Punjab, in Haryana. These are the provinces and states where consumption is more than 200. So these are the areas which are qualifying for getting the Krishi Karman awards. Now, this kind of mismatch. People are producing more using more chemicals and we are rewarding them. Is it appropriate? Is it wise? Or else we should have some policy where we should reward them who are using less chemical and producing more. Probably then we'll be making justice to organic farming. Otherwise, one side we are going for more chemical use, encouraging and rewarding people. The other side, we are asking people to reduce it. Now, Honorable Prime Minister of India has urged and appealed people that reduce the chemical consumption or mineral fertilizer consumption by 25%. And as a scientist, all scientific community, we know it's possible to reduce the chemical consumption by 25%. Because present day, roughly 30 million ton of nutrient consumption or roughly 50 million tons of fertilizer product consumption is a huge consumption for a country like India. If you reduce this by 25%, then 25% less burden will be there on the shoulder of government. Now, present day, if you see the subsidy, it is roughly 100,000 crores of Indian rupees. 1 lakh crore Indian rupees subsidy is there. Now, this is such a huge subsidy. If you reduce it by 25%, there will be a release of 25,000 crore rupees per annum on the shoulder of government of India, which is easily possible. We know from our experiments from our organic agriculture, our experimentation from integrated nutrient management, our experiment from site-specific nutrient management, it's possible to reduce. But then, what kind of policies we are bringing? That is very, very important. One side, we are giving huge subsidy to fertilizer like urea, and the other fertilizer of phosphoric and potassic origin, we are producing a nutrient-based subsidy regime, then probably we are doing injustice. And this requires to be corrected, on which ICR is very serious and we are giving proper input to the government of India. Hope this political commodity called urea will be made corrected in coming days. The other part of organic farming, of which we speak a lot from scientific forums, we speak a lot on organic farming, their ecosystem benefits, the benefits, ecological benefits or non-tangible benefits given to the soil or climate or atmosphere, the GHG emissions, the contribution towards global potential global warming, also contribution in reducing the GHG emission, and also making the ecosystem livable, making ecosystem sustainable to produce more for future generations. These things requires proper experimentation. And from your lectures you had together, you might have understand by now, such kind of experimentation are required. So far, we have done organic farming research in one dimension. We need to explore the other dimensions of organic farming. And as a scientist, we think that why should we go and do research in marketing? Yes, it is our job. Our agriculture economics people, they should do some research in this. Why should we give policies for organic farming? Yes, it is our job. Unless we give proper backstopping and proper advice to the government of India, policy or planner, then probably we will not be coming with proper policies. Now, in each state, there is a need to identify areas, which are the areas fitting for organic farming, and what are the commodities which are fit for organic farming. It is very clear picture is required to be given to the government, each state government and also government of India. And globally also this is true. When I was participating in one of the dialogues in FAO, wherein organic agriculture was being discussed. There also I give my frank opinion that we are lacking in many fronts. We require multi-pronged information to push the organic farming and give the benefits of organic farming to the people. I like one thing, Dr. Paturkar in his lecture, probably he has made mention that unless we take together the animal component, organic farming will only be on papers. So organic agriculture is an integrated agriculture. You cannot do independent of other things. Food grains all alone will not suffice. So you have to take along the horticulture, the protections, the biocontrols, then animal production systems and integration of animal production system in food grains and horticulture sector, so that you can come up with better integrated package. And in view of this, the ICR has already started working on integrated organic farming systems. We have already established 8 integrated organic farming system models in different parts of the country. Making Sikkim as organic agriculture, the ICR played a vital role. Each one of you know this. The Sikkim Center of NEH region, it is completely organic agriculture center. And with the help and the package of practices developed by this center, whole Sikkim is converted to organic agriculture. We talk much about Sikkim, but if you consider whole NEH for that matter, Northeastern Hilly region, all 7 states, they can be considered as organic states only, because fertilizer consumption is less than 25 kg per hectare. With such a low fertilizer consumption, we can consider whole Northeastern Hilly region as organic region. And that's why whenever you visit there, you go there for tourism purpose, you find the quality of food and the kind of materials, food materials are available for eating, whether they are fruits or food grains or pulses, or those who are non-vegetarian, they can also understand this. The taste is different in Northeastern Hilly regions. This is the reason why organic agriculture has great potential in India as well as abroad. Friends, a lot of discussions must have taken place, and I have gone through the brochure and I have carefully read those 18 lectures also, the titles at least I could not get into, but from title it was very much clear that you tried to cover all the dimensions of organic farming in 1 week program. Also, you tried to cover possible constraints in organic farming. Also, you tried to bring people from different sections, means from policy side, from market side, from economic analysis side, from development side, and from research side. So from all dimensions were covered, we tried to cover in 18 lecture, but nevertheless, it's not possible to cover everything in 1 week's package. Though you tried it, but it has always limitation. But one thing which I would like to appreciate here, because last time also when you had one event, physical event right in Nagpur, in that inaugural session I was present, and that was also a wonderful event in which different dimensions were explored. If the recommendation or pursued the way you are pursuing by taking some follow-up meetings or follow-up training program, then certainly your contribution will be a rich contribution. And hopefully, if you have such kind of events every year for 4 or 5 years, and then you will make a great headway in the area of organic farming. And for this, my best wishes are there. I'm really thankful to organizers here for inviting me. I'm sorry I was invited in inaugural session. I could not make that day, but I assured Dr. Bhale that certainly I will be present in concluding ceremony or valedictory function. And God has given me an opportunity to be here today. And that way, this program is memorable for me. So thank you very much, Dr. Bhale, and congratulations to you and your team. Wonderful work you did. Thank you very much. Thank you one and all. Thanks.
Thank you very much, sir, for placing a realistic situation at a global platform. And sir has focused constraints, strategies, and initiatives required for the promotion of organic farming in India as well as at global platform too. So thanks a lot, sir, for nourishing the participants and igniting their minds for to go ahead with a new framework and new interventions in agriculture. So friends, before I move ahead to the last speaker and the last chairman's remark, I would like to announce the certificates will be issued after 15 days, because in the time of 15 days, we will be having a feedback as well as questionnaires based on the presentations made during these 6 particular days. And after successful submission of this questionnaire as well as the feedback, the certificates will be issued to each and every person who have joined this training program consistently. So friends, now the last person and the person behind this global event and our source of inspiration, our beloved Vice Chancellor, Dr. V.M. Bhale sir. I remember Dr. Bhale sir had placed an idea behind 2 months only just to organize such kind of event with a very systematic way. And it was conceptualized, framed, and executed within 2 months, including the placement of brochure, then the selection of participants, then speakers from abroad, and everything, whatever we frame, this is just in 2 months. And the speakers, particularly from abroad, Dr. Harold, who is a professor at Cornell University, US, then similarly Dr. Andrew from Dalhousie University, Canada, then Dr. Paula from Italy, and Rosen from France. And in addition to this, Dr. Charu Jain, Dr. Jaskiran Varik, and many panelists from various brand partners, we could just made it possible to come to one platform. So friends, with this, I request our Vice Chancellor sir and Director of this particular training program, Dr. Bhale sir, for his chairman's remark, please. Dr. Bhale sir, please.
Thank you, Dr. Nitin. Good afternoon, one and all. The Honorable DDG, Dr. S.K. Chaudhary Saab, with very difficulty, he traveled from Delhi to Nagpur and give an address, very valuable address to the audience. Thank you very much, Chaudhary Saab. You are you are in behind our development of this university. As a representative from the Maharashtra and to the ICR, your valuable suggestions definitely, and combined together these and the marketing, these are the linkage should be developed strongly so that our farmers will be benefited. And there is a huge demand. There is a need of this organic product, maybe food, maybe milk product, and also the fiber also. The another speaker, our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Paturkar sir, with a very limited, very short time,
he has given a very valuable lecture. And sir, Patrulkar sir, without you, without animal component, the organic farming is impossible. Because whatever the product from the animal, it has to be used in the farm development itself and for the development of the agriculture crops itself. So with your valuable guidance and the whatever the thought you have given, that organic milk, organic meat and other products, and the whatever the need of this organic residue that will come from the animal component itself. So thank you very much, sir. And definitely we'll join together for the development of this organic agriculture to take need in the international level. The another guest, that is Timothy from Nigeria. Dr. Saab, as you have mentioned, that we'll definitely link with together, and this organic research will be definitely linked with both these countries, and for the benefit of the farmer will come together. My colleagues, Director Research, Dean, Director Extension Education, the core team, Dr. Paslawarji, a leading scientist of this team, Dr. Nitin Konde, Dr. Neeraj Satpute, Dr. Yogesh Ingle, and the participants, wonderfully, they are given the lecture on the schedule. I will just mention where it's my prime duty that I should take their name in this valedictory function. Dr. Paulo from UK, Dr. Charu Jain from Switzerland, Dr. Chandis Ballal ma'am, very nice lecture she has given. Dr. Amrit Riyar from Switzerland, Dr. A.K. Yadavji, Dr. Andrew from Canada, Dr. Jack Kisan from Organic South Asia, Director of South Asia, then Juan is Harold from Cornell University, USA, Ma'am Richards Rosen from EcoSearch, France, and Dr. Timothy. So all these participants from abroad, they have really contributed and make an event as internationally. Friends, as the earlier speaker has mentioned over here, and my team, really they have taken the practical in this training program. I think this is the first time training program where the practical has been shown in the lab itself and in the field itself. So that was idea we could put forth, and it was successfully. My team has done wonderfully for the bioagent rearing, even the biocomposting, and the entire team worked hard together, which made it successful for this event of almost a week. The really challenges behind that in the organic agriculture, my young energetic student and the other participants, the scientific participants, some of the challenges which in organic agriculture we have to face, that too, the most is the quality seed productions. As in the routine change, we have the breeder seed foundation certified seeds, but there is no agency access to certify these breeder foundation seeds. A chain is to be developed. A industry, seed industry of the organic industry is to be need to be developed so that it will be multiple in the pure seed manner. Then another challenges that to processing. We do not have the processing unit developed, and afterwards that the marketing. That's why we made a partner of EcoSearch. We have developed one course also, which will be very next year in the first quarter. We'll start this EcoSearch along with EcoSearch, a certified course, and that will be definitely facilitate for the young students to join that course, and market linkage can be developed. Then another major challenges that to facilitate marketing at the national level. We do have some market that too from the big chain has to be developed so that the producer can be processed, market, and the benefit should be given to the farmers. The major challenges to how to input is developed, as we know that the composting method, vermicomposting, these are the very fast we need it. Then bioagent rearing, that is one challenges, because at the juncture, the normal or the sequential or the market available for the at the juncture, the farmers, they are ready to buy this input directly from the market and they are using in the field. But for the organic, it's difficult. In fact, the conceptual is the organic that we have to produce input at the farm itself. It's possible for a farmer having the 10-acre land. The concept, Dr. Chaudhary Saab, we should pass that, as you have mentioned, that 142 million hectare area is under cultivation. At least we should convert the 10% area in the organic agriculture. Then only we'll get some market linkage. Yeah, as you have mentioned that we should come, cluster of villages should come together. It is a little bit difficult, but some of these, in even Maharashtra, 10,000 farmer, they are doing the organic agriculture from last 20 years. Now they are there only. The only thing that they should be facilitate a premier prices they need, and public they are ready to give the premier prices. The only thing that the certified agency are the branding of the organic agriculture, where the people should believe that. So that should be from the ICR level, from the university level, and from the group of farmer. The certified agencies is to become forward, and that should be sold in the global market. Now, some of the product among from that which we do have this really a wonderful market in the globally. Organic cotton we are doing extremely well from the EcoCerts and from the Switzerland, the FIBL. From the last 3 years, we are developing organic cotton, which is needed in the European countries. Surely, we are coming forward some of the varieties we are developing, which will be having the high productivity and also the good quality fiber. One way. The other way, the small millet. Chaudhary sir, we do have the small farming and our rainfed area. These are well known for the quality product of the food. Quality product of the food. Small millet, a very low cost input. We need small millet, but which having the very high value as per the human diet is concerned, our health is concerned. Though we do have the small millet, lot of varieties are available, and the small marginal farmer also we can go to the small millet. There are some millet which mature in 65 to 70 days, and very low input, less moisture, less nutrients required. That millet, but they are highly nutritious. So we should have this well planning in the ISR level some other way, and that to the processing and marketing, so that farmer from the rainfed farming they should benefit it. The irrigated farming, okay, the economic condition of irrigated farming, it is good. But a small farmer having the rainfed area, their economic condition is really difficult to raise their economic condition. But this is the way, organic farming is the way where we can boost the economic condition of this farmer, allowing them to grow this small millet, which is very low in cost for the productions. Then fruits, the another resource, another biodiversity in our Indian agriculture are the fruits. And we do have the lot of fruits which, but organically, we do not have as such the linkage that organic fruits should be produced. And the animal product, as Dr. Paturkar sir has already mentioned, that animal product should be organic milk, then organic meat, and other way. So these are some of the opportunities, but challenges also behind that. But as we have mentioned that this, if the ICR come forward and develop some linkage, that the production to the market, global market. Some of the agencies from the abroad, they should come forward, and the strong linkage with all the permissions from the state government, from the central government is permitted. A young generation, not only agriculture graduate, but young generation from other faculty, maybe engineer, they should come in the market. They have to develop the processing unit at locally. Then it is possible, if processing unit is available locally at the block level, then it is possible to export this packing, exporting. Some of the skill is required, and I hope that this organic agriculture definitely it has a future, as the COVID-19 has already given message that your immunity should be so strong, then virus will not come. So this organic agriculture, organic food is one of the source where, and having the some of the millet, having the highly nutritious, as we are taking tablets, calcium tablets and iron tablets to develop immunity. But already we do have the foods. We have the fruits which have the immunity development in the human being. But the only thing that somewhere you should come together, a linkage, broad linkage should be developed. And I hope this seminar, this 1 week training program, it's a training program, come seminar we organize here. We try to certain extent to be benefited to the farming community. for the scientific community and also for the student and for the young generations. So with the few words, thank you very much. My entire team, day night, they did work, and successfully the 8 days program they organized. The organizer, the participants, the speaker from the abroad, they have really given the good knowledge of the organic agriculture, good thought, and I hope that I can assure that with this all this linkage, we can take forward this organic agriculture field to fashion. So thank you very much. Thank you very much, Dr. Chaudhary Saab, Dr. Paturkar Saab, Dr. Timothy, and all other teams who have participated. Even there is a good remark from the participant from the week training program. So thank you very much and best luck.
Thank you very much, sir, for your inspiring word, as well as just because of the consistent encouragement of Dr. Bhale sir, Dr. Kharche sir, Dr. Nagdeve sir, and Dr. Mankar sir, we could made it possible to make this event more memorable and historical. And before I move ahead for formal vote of thanks, I would like to acquaint the team who has taken a painful effort for grand success of this training program, because this is highly essential, because the person who are taking
Nitin, I will take leave. Thank you so much.
Please, sir.
I will
Yes,
take
thank
leave.
you, sir. Thank you, sir. Chaudhary sir, thank you.
Thank you. So friends, this is our team members who have taken very painful efforts, and they have supported in framing this training program and taking videos and making the practicals. Mr. Krishnadip Sahu, who is not actually in video, but Dr. Satpute, Dr. Paslavar sir, myself, Dr. Yogesh Ingre, Dr. Prashant Joshi, Dr. Sandeep Bondre, Ananta Parihar, then Amol Harne, Dr. Pritam Chirde, Mr. Shailendra Rawat, Mr. Shankar, and the person who is actually making the consistent correspondence, Dr. Mr. Parikshit Singh. So this is our team, and we could made it possible in just two months, just to bring everything at your end. So friends, thank you very much for your consistent encouragement and participation. Now I'm moving to the tail end of this all the 6 days program, that is vote of thanks. So friends, my beloved colleague Dr. Yogesh Ingre, who is extremely popular in farmers as well as at scientific community, and he is a very popular plant pathologist also. I request Dr. Yogesh Ingre to propose vote of thanks at this valedictory session, as well as the thanks for overall 6 days, please. Dr. Yogesh Ingre.
Thank you very much, Dr. Nitin. Warm good afternoon to one and all. It's my privilege to propose vote of thanks. First and foremost, I big thanks to Chairman of today's valedictory function, Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. Valedictory sir, for chairing this session. He is the actually backbone of this event. He constantly encourages, and thanks for their leading supervision and inspiring at every moment of time. Thank you very much, sir. On the behalf of organizer, I give a really heartfelt vote of thanks to Chief Guest, Honorable DDG, NRM ICR New Delhi, Dr. S.K. Chaudhary sir, who spent his busiest time to grace this occasion and provoking thought. Today we had the opportunity to hear your thought, and this is definitely encouraging us in future event. I also immensely thankful to guest of honor Dr. M. Paturkar sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor, MAPSU Nagpur, for accepting our invitation and sharing his profound knowledge with us. I extend my sincere thanks to second guest of honor Dr. Timothy, Professor of Nematology, Ladakh Akintula University of Agriculture Technology, Nigeria, for gracing the occasion and sharing their opinions today. I also deep sense of appreciation to respected Director of Research, Dr. V.K. Kharche sir, for his constant guidance, support, and motivation. I also equally thanks to Dean Agriculture, Dr. M.B. Nagdeve sir, for their kind cooperation and constant cooperation. And also thanks to Dr. D.M. Mankar sir, Director of Extension Education, for his encouragement. And also thanks to opportunity to express my deep sense of gratitude to our registrar, comptroller, associate dean, all SRAs, heads, for their timely help and generous cooperation we have given during the entire period of international training program. And also extend my generous thanks to ERISHEL entire officer and staff, namely Dr. Ghorpade sir, Raju Sarode, Krishnadeep Sahu for their technical support to conduct this virtual mode training successfully. And also thanks to lead speaker for sharing his immense knowledge with us, and also extend my grateful thanks to all coordinator and rapporteur for timely submission of the proceeding. And last but not least, thanks to all participants to their kind attention and taking keen part in this international training program. Uh, Last but not least, I must thankful to entire core team for his painstaking effort during the entire training program, and also thanks to all staff members of the university and other faculty who directly or indirectly help us to make this event successfully. With the permission of chair, now I declare here the program of valedictory function is over. Before leaving, I request to all the participants, please join us because some important announcement made by my colleague Dr. Nitin Konde. Nitin Konde sir, please.
Thank you, Yogesh. Now, friends, though the training program has been ended, but this is the beginning for you people, because whatever knowledge you have gained, you can just imply in the field afterwards. So it's a beginning for you people and also for we people also. So thank you for joining, and for announcement. I have already given the idea that the feedback form as well as questionnaire based on the presentation will be shared with you on 22nd of this month. So accordingly, you can just fill up the form till 15 days, up to 25th of December. And accordingly, next 15 days, you will get your certificate electronically. So thanks a lot again for joining this virtual platform. You always welcome at Dr. PDKV Akola anytime. And with this, thank you very much and good luck for your future.